A troubling statistic. An American is sexually assaulted every 68 seconds, while on average, over 460,000 persons ages 12 and older experience sexual violence each year in the United States, and that's according to the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. In fact, the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention describes sexual violence as a serious public health problem. To raise awareness about this problem, the Center for Family Justice organized an art exhibit to highlight the voices of survivors of sexual violence. The exhibit, entitled Unveiling Courage, featured artworks and spoken words from victims, survivors, and allies.
Every word, every wandering eye, every unwanted touch, you could not fathom enduring so much.
I look into my own eyes and see nothing. What happened? What do I do? What can I do? Burn, blood, rip, red. The habits I used to have wanting to reappear.
She hadn't spoke a word in a while. She wouldn't smile. Meanwhile, I strung my words the length of the Nile to describe to my friends my hopes under heel of 1,000 beasts in the wild. A stampede's rhythm, the only constant given to me in circumstances.
My father was the worst photographer in the world. He tried to crop a headshot of my mom, but a gun aimed at her face. He spoke the love of my mom through the barrel of a cannon.
Some of the items displayed included clothing worn by victims during incidences of sexual violence with bloodstains. CFJ's president, Deborah Greenwood, believes that tackling the scourge should be everyone's concern.
Our job is to break the intergenerational cycle of abuse. We're here to protect everyone and avoid it before we have to support it.
The organizers spoke about their choice of an art exhibit to highlight survivors' voices and the sexual violence problem.
We decided to have an art show just displaying and encouraging survivors to share their story. And it can look in any form, it can look like in any form to the survivors. And we wanted art. Art can come in any form. It can come in spoken words, it can come in poetry, and the exhibit. So we decided to bring that into the community, and what that looks like is turning our main office into an art gallery.
But also feel like they trust themselves, and also feel like they're learning to set boundaries, and you kind of tie in.
Oftentimes you hear the statistic 1 in 4. The statistic 1 in 4 refers to women who experience sexual violence. In my position specifically, I work with college students, and the most common phrase that I use is, it's 1 in 5 for college students. That 1 in 5 is one too many.
While the art exhibit shines a light on survivors' experiences, ending sexual violence will require sustained commitment from the entire community. From Bridgeport, Femi Olanipekun for The Pulse.